How many years does it take to make a perfect video game? I've played the world of Cyberpunk for nearly 200 hours, and I can confidently say that it is not 11. Hi, my name is Phantom, and today I bring you my review on Cyberpunk 2077. Firstly, I would like to mention that this review is both on PS5 and Stadia consoles. Okay, so in the opening moments of Cyberpunk, I was immediately introduced to an interesting game world performed by an even more interesting cast of characters. It was definitely the most noticeable thing in the game, as characters immediately felt different in such great ways that it felt like I was talking to completely different people and not just some automated AI. There are differences between which characters are major and small to this plot, yet they all feel interesting to meet. Whether it's a small conversation with an NPC you just randomly just saw, or a long questline that you thought would end after a few short missions ended up becoming a big questline of 3 major missions that felt awesome to divulge in. They did something great here with these characters and world, and that it's hard not to recognize the beauty of it. Sadly though, the game's performance can ruin a lot of that immersion. In the first 100 hours I put into it on Stadia, I actually only experienced lag and delays, which considering it's a cloud console, that actually makes sense. But on the other 100 on the PS5, things differed majorly. Although in the beginning of the game felt strong performance-wise, once I got to the later parts of the game, it crashed horrendously. Just in the 4 hours I took to re-download the game just to get the platinum of this beautiful game, it crashed 6 times and backtracked me by 10 if not 20 minutes. Which is funny, because on this game it never felt like my console was struggling. I barely saw frame rate dips, and whenever I did, my game never crashed, it simply just kept pushing until it went back up. Even during moments that felt grand and big for a console, and those moments that feel grand and big are amazing. The story to combat ratio here is amazing as well. I felt like I was watching a very long TV show where I saw the main character not only get ahead of what they needed, but also helped others and developed relationships with them, with a little bit of action mixed in between. Twist is, it's our show. As a main character, we get to decide to do or not to do, and take our own path to this very epic finale that I always thought was great even after the 5th time beating it. And the combat throughout all these moments never feel unnecessary because the game doesn't decide to flood every mission with combat. Sometimes you'll just walk and follow someone who's suspicious or go on a very old trail of clues to find some ancient uncharted people. But when the combat hits and the music starts to engrossingly hit your ears, I already knew each and every time that it was going to be a treat, whether if you like stealth, hacking, fighting with melees, or fighting with guns, even if you just want to use cyberware only. Everything in this game is to your heart's content of creativity as you flourish and kill. This is where I believe the actual amount of development time makes sense, as there really isn't anything quite like this, besides maybe Ubisoft's Watch Dogs Legion. Cyberpunk nails creativity in this world at every aspect, and can I just mention how absolutely amazing the music is? From combat to actual deep moments. They may play nearly the same song all game, but I am a strong believer that it matches perfectly with the world's dystopian view. And I don't want to butcher the person's name, but they did a wonderful job, and I can't wait to see how they improve in the future. So firstly, I want to say yes, you should try this amazing game, but only if you're on a next-gen console or PC, because not being able to play this game in a good condition probably feels much worse on a performance viewpoint and probably won't immerse you as much. I give this game a 9 out of 10. A great game and a great world, one I'm happy to have played and excited to hear what others think when being introduced to its amazing style and flourish for the first time. If you want to check this game out, it is on both PS5, PS4, both Xbox One, Series X and S, and on PC. For even more content on the Cyberpunk world, you can also check out the Phantom Liberty expansion, which is coming out later this year on September 26th. Pre-order links are in the description. If you enjoyed this review, please drop a like, and if you want more content like this, please subscribe. That's it from me. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your day.